Today we're going to talk about one of the fragrance brands I discovered and that is launched at this beginning of the year, so it's extremely fresh, and I think personally that this brand is going to be very successful, so I'm very happy to present to you the fragrance and my favorite personally from the line. We're going to talk about Ataratma London today. This is Clémence, I talk about fragrance, welcome back. First of all, I'm really sorry, I've been like a bit away, but this is the beginning of a new year. New start, fresh start, blah blah blah. This video has been made in collaboration with Ataratma London, so we work together to present to you their fragrance today. Don't worry, I will not keep my opinion restricted. I will talk to you about my favorite fragrance and also the things that I like a bit less. I only work with brands where I'm deeply passionate about. I think it's been like probably like six years or something, so you probably know which one I'm collaborating with. It's really big trust in this brand, and I think they're gonna do very well, and they're very qualitative fragrance, so I'm very confident. Just a note that I managed to get a discount code after the video, so I'm just adding in here. The code is Clémence10, you get 10% off. All the link that you need is in the description box as usual, but yeah, this is a limited offer, so enjoy. CEO of the brand is Ada Pandey. The creative director is Claire Sokal-Thompson, and I know this lady, and that's why I'm telling you that I have great trust in that brand and I'm happy to recommend them to you, is because Claire was responsible of brands like Tamine, but also Electimus, and I know them really well. So it's really fresh, huh? It's arriving the 4th of September, so it's already launched now. Already a full collection of 9 fragrances that they've been working on since a while now. They are inspired by ancient ritual healing practices across South Asia. Ataratma means scent for the soul. The fragrances are here to transform the way you feel. You know, like fragrances are really linked with aromatherapy and can trigger some part of the mood, the brain, the emotion. This is already really well known, including with that some science of wellness and also Ayurveda. It's an ancient Indian system of traditional medicine that emphasizes achieving health through balance of the body, mind and spirit. It's the knowledge of life in Sanskrit, based on natural treatment like massages or also herbal remedies. Each perfume are said to be combining specific ingredients from olfactory neuroscience, ancient Ayurvedic tradition to change the way you feel. And I will explain to you with all the ingredients that they use. Personally, I use a lot of essential oil to calm my anxiety. So you have 4 collections, including 9 fragrances. So each of them have a specific purpose. Why would you go to this brand? There's many niche fragrance brands nowadays, fair enough. For me, the main difference in the scent was how it smelled very oily. When I say oily, it sounds a bit strange, but it feels rich, you know, nearly like a thick layer. It's not always the case, and actually most of the fragrances that I lean more to are quite airy, not very oily, while those ones, when you smell it, you can feel some thickness, you know, it's dense, nearly buttery to me, very smooth. It's one of the first time that I smell those kind of fragrance with a lot of delicacy and also very nice qualitative scent. Usually when you take the part of going through very rich and dense fragrance, it's not as delicate, which I really felt into Ataratma. So I would say if you like a great sillage, something smooth and really addictive and dense, you're gonna really like this collection, and I think they're really worth the prices. The first collection is the Ananda collection, which is meant to elevate you every day with happiness. If I can do that every day in my life, that would be great, to be fair. I might just spray this fragrance all the time now because I really deserve it, I think. So these are uplifting scents. There are 2, and the first one is actually my top one in the collection. The fragrance I am obsessed with. So I received the fragrances quite some weeks ago, and I've been wearing them since weeks. It's called Chakra Champaca, the scent I am wearing today. If you don't know what is Champaca, this is a flower. Well, a tree, the family of magnolia. So it's a very dense and thick tree. So they have this romantic touch of magnolia, but they also smell like a thick, for example, ylang ylang or tuberose. So it's a white floral, but really it's going to smell super tropical, a bit tropical and very rich and very creamy. Compared to all the flowers I told you, it smells a bit like apricot. So it's going to smell like a bit carefree, velvety, you know that vibe, like that is cute, you know, like peach skin, lemon and bergamot, so it's really there to give the uplifting mood. And you have Champaca, orange flower, tuberose, ylang ylang, neroli. It's the first time that I see like a bouquet of flowers like this. Actually, it used to be done like in very old-fashioned fragrances, like for example, like No. 5, Chanel, J'adore from Dior. And I really felt that vibe of very glamorous, retro style in that fragrance, which personally I love, but it feels extremely modern because they added a bit of pistachio and it gives something a little bit gourmand to the scent. That is for me game changer. The neroli oil is technically an oil that is supposedly very uplifting. It's kind of bring a little bit of joy, and my big brother like has been gifting me some aromatherapy set to manage my emotion because I'm an absolute chaos. Been having in the morning some neroli oil on my pulse point, and it's really, actually, I don't know if it's my mind, but it really made me feel a bit more energized, or at least a little bit more, you know, calmed. And actually I feel there's something a bit romantic to that fragrance, so that's definitely my top one. If you have to try one, please try this one. It's so rich, it's so beautiful, I'm in love. Second one in that collection, Smitam Santal, is for the lover of spicy sandalwood. So it feels kind of dry. I would wear that as a signature scent for a daily basis. You know, they burn sandalwood for clarity of the mind. Well, that really reminds me that it's a bit like meditative. I know it's unisex, but I would see it on a man, like having that scent that is like dry woods, a bit elegant and serious on a daily basis, even for office or stuff like this. Personally, I really like that. Then you have the Kama collection that are supposed to be the magnetic and sensual collection. So really, like if you want to seduce, you want to be like a peacock dancing for his pal. Oh my god, I've seen this video, they are so funny. I don't know if it's relevant, but I don't know if you've seen that guy that is dancing like a bird, you know, well, these fragrances are great for this. My top 3 fragrances is in there. I'm leaving the top 2 because I'm disorganized, but basically my top 2 will come after. But number 3 that I chose is Carnal. Can we just appreciate the bottle? It's really, really heavy. Carnal, I was really surprised to like it because this is not my usual type of scent, I would say. So me, the first, I was like, okay. Sorry, orangey kind of scent. I would say for me it leans a bit more feminine because there's an over presence of florals, but again it's very unisex, whatever. Bit of coconut water, so it feels like creamy and rich and really indulgent and addictive. A lot of ylang ylang and jasmine. For me, that's really what you can smell. The jasmine feels not dirty, but you know, you have this edge with the jasmine that I think gives something really sexy. Ylang ylang is really tropical. It's a yellow flower and it's known to be an aphrodisiac. I would wear that probably like on a date to feel a bit like cute and charming at the same time. So I really like that, and it's really nice because when it dries down after a few minutes, you have a lot of benzoin, resinous, and patchouli. So it's actually quite intense, and you know, like patchouli gives that sensual vibe. A lot of complexity, and that's why I really like the fragrance as well. They really move with the time. What you smell at the beginning is going to move at the end. This is how you can describe like something that is qualitative when you have this movement in the fragrance. When it's too flat, it's really synthetic. That's it. And then in that collection, you have Rati Patchouli. It's called Rati because Rati is the goddess of love. Oh yes. Patchouli having an edge of peach and mango. So it's not overly fruity. It's very velvety. There's something very cocooning, I feel, to that patchouli. You know, it's not that super screaming patchouli or very dark and damp and earthy. I feel here it really has that peachy apricot smell to me. Like the Zara collection want to energize you, a mood booster, and give you strength. Just trust me, the fragrances that are in that collection, they are probably the strongest. Leaving a trail, you go into the room and everybody follow you. You're going to be very happy with that collection. So the first one is Shakti Saffron. I've been to the event opening of Ataratma. I've been asking around to everyone, in content creator, journalist, everywhere, what is their favorite fragrance, and a lot of them said the Saffron. Personally, I'm going to explain you why, but I cannot wear Saffron. I had like a problem with Saffron perfumes. I've overdosed myself in there and now I can't smell them anymore. It's not for me, unfortunately. Objectively what it is, it's a bit of cherry. So it's quite intense and it has that burnt saffron kind of smell that is like very characteristic. Personally, I feel that for me, it does have something very powdery. My second favorite fragrance, and it's Tonka Bala. This fragrance is going to be the crowd pleaser of the group because I don't know how you can dislike that fragrance. It smells slightly earthy, so maybe if you're not into like earthy, maybe slightly damp smell, you're not probably gonna... Yeah, but at the same time, it's so pleasing. You know, like I smelled that, I was like, yes. Tonka Bean is something that is really close to vanilla. It's a bit more darker in the scent. Very dark, nearly vanilla-like kind of smell. You have vanilla, so increase that, but it's a natural vanilla. You know, it's not gonna smell like overly vanillin-like, which is very synthetic vanilla and smells like a cupcake. Not at all. Quite mature, I would say, sophisticated vanilla Tonka Bean kind of scent, which is going to be very mysterious. It's got a vibe that is like, okay, like, you know, there's something a bit like tenebrous, dark, vampiric. I can really smell a creamy coconut. So creamy. You need to try. It's incredible. And Tonka Bean, in the science of wellness and Ayurvedic, it's also known to push your self-esteem and memory. And really, when you smell a fragrance that is ambery like this, for me, it's already a confidence boost. And that's why it's my favorite olfactive family, because it gives you that like intensity, this character that feels really good when you wear them. And then finally, you have the Atma collection to enhance your inner self. So basically for me, in my language, it means that they're great signature scent. They're going to enhance your personality. And I think they're made for all year long to me. So that are more like a staple and timeless fragrance, something that you really need in a fragrance collection. I have Aikyam Rose that I have just here. Aikyam Rose is really interesting. I'm not too keen on rose fragrance because that's just not a favorite of mine. But I was really interested by that rose because for me, it's really smelling like a raspberry and ambroxan, so ambery. So the raspberry is quite present and a lot of geranium. And geranium is a scent that is really close to rose, but it has a little bit of a minty facet. And I can really smell it in that fragrance. It's like there's something really fresh, but also very dark to it. When I smelled it, I thought it was like a rose leather scent. It's not, that's my subjective opinion here. A dark, woodsy rose to me with a facet that is slightly fresh with that geranium. It's really interesting. The raspberry is beautiful. It's really unisex if you ask me. I think it's got like a lot of character for a rose, and it's so delicate in the ingredients. Means that it really moved with the time. Every time I was coming to re-smell the scent, I was surprised by it. It really moves and it's really beautiful. Next one is Orris Nirvana. Orris is the iris roots. In perfumery, we take the roots of the iris, we are drying them, we are crushing them into a powder, and then basically we use that to create the Orris oil and whatever it is. Very expensive thing to do because it has to dry for a while and it's quite rare. So it's really expensive, Orris, super expensive. So it smells nearly violet-like the iris, but it's much more powdery. It's much more luxurious in the scent. It's quite airy as well. It's something special. A bit of pink pepper, a bit of leather. Aroha Absolute. For the lover of strawberry, to me, there's a high note of strawberry, so I didn't really went through that is because, you know, strawberry is a bit hard fruit for me because I'm allergic. At the start, I think that it gives something like very fun. I know it's not supposed to be very fun, but it puts me in a really happy mood, so I think it could be great for daytime. It nearly have that bubblegummy strawberry note with olibanum. And olibanum is a resin that smells maybe less churchy, that would be like a benzoin. It's a little bit lighter, I would say, in the scent, but you can really smell it and it gives something very, again, very mysterious, that oriental charm. Actually, I never smell a fragrance with strawberry and resin. That's the first. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Again, I want to give a little thanks to Ataratma for trusting me for creating this content and talking about the fragrance. I try to give you my personal impression, also the objective view of the range. I really do believe this fragrance can do well. You're definitely gonna see them more in my content because especially the Chakra Champaca, guys, it's like I'm addicted already. I will put all the detail in description, 100% confidence you're gonna love the discovery. And let me know if you already tried, one of the lucky ones that already tried. If you want to try everything that I smell today, you do have discovery set like this, 2 milliliters of those samples of the whole collection if you really want to try the scent. But beware, because once you try, you're gonna get addicted like me. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're new here. A lot of new videos are gonna come, so I would really appreciate your support if you can just put a little comment. You know how supportive it is for a content creator. We'll see you very soon. Bye now. Viens, je t'emmène dans mon paradis bleu.